Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. And now today I'm going to be talking about IndyCar this time for the Indianapolis 500. Yes, I did stay up for this race. Yes, I'm a bit tired, but that's alright. Let's just move on. And obviously the next race I'm pretty sure is at Detroit, I believe, for the IndyCar season. So if you do want to follow it, the 2024 IndyCar season, the next race which will be at Detroit. And have they been to Detroit? I'm pretty sure they have. Maybe I'm wrong. I think I might be thinking of Nashville. I think, but yeah, we'll see how Detroit goes. But I didn't really see a lot of, I guess we'll say a lot of like advertising about the next race. So I'm a bit worried if IndyCar, considering that they should have used that to promote the next race with the Indy 500 being so popular, but apparently not. So let's get into results. And that was won by Joseph Newgarden for the second year in a row. The last time drivers under was Elio Castroneves in 2001 and 2002. I think he also gets like a I think it was like a 450k bonus or something from Borg Warner or something. I think it was I don't know, but it's basically like the next driver who wins the Indy 500 2 years in a row will get some good cash. So Joseph Newgarden is that driver, as now he gets his second Indy 500 win after failing to even like win the Indy 500 for years and years with Team Penske, and I think as well with Ed Carpenter as well. And now he's finally won it. He's not only won the Indy 500 once, he's also won it twice. So great job there from Joseph Newgarden. But what about heartbreak as well for Pato O'Ward? I mean, then he was leading on the final lap. And then just two more corners. That's all. Actually, no, never mind. One more corner. He would have actually been Indy 500 champion. My God, was a heartbreaking to watch. But to be fair, Newgarden, he sailed that thing around the outside, and he's stuck, and he obviously game up and win. So I hope Pato at least get to win in the Indy 500 at some point, because my God, has it been long overdue? It's kind of like Joseph Newgarden. I guess the difference between O'Ward and Newgarden are winning the Indy 500 is that O'Ward, obviously, he is absolutely a fan favorite. I mean, this personality that he brings is a fan favorite and is loved by everyone in the world. So it's disappointing, but hopefully he gets a win next year. And right at the podium is Scott Dixon, a 2008 Indy 500 winner, who was really competitive at the end of this race. Followed by Alexander Rossi, Alex Palou, Scott McLaughlin, Kyle Kirkwood, Santino Ferrucci, Reens VK, and Connor Daly ran out the top 10. Not too bad for top 10, I'll be honest. Ferrucci, it was definitely him and Rossi. Those two drivers were like the only drivers who could actually compete against the Team Penske cars because they were just too fast. McLaughlin, the yellow submarine, not the yellow bird like I mentioned in my starting grid video, he was really good. During this race, and he kind of just fell off a bit. So I kind of like that for McLaughlin. And then for 11th and 20th, which obviously will be on screen, we then have Callum Ilott, the highest rookie, that being Christian Rasmussen, Christian Lundgaard, Takuma Sato, Graham Rahal, Stingray Robb, Ed Carpenter, Kyle Larson, Roman Grosjean, and Elio Castroneves ran out the top 20. Oh boy, what heartbreaking for Kyle Larson it was. He was really, really good. He was in like the top 10, top 5 for the majority of this race. And what fucked him over? A pit lane penalty. Sped in the entrance of pit lane. Basically what Scott Dixon did last year, I believe. 2 years ago. Either way, it was just so sad to watch. I mean, my heart basically broke when Larson got penalized because he was really, really good. He was top 5, top 10, and he just fucked it all up. So obviously, it's disappointing because I think with that speed that he carried, he could have actually been with like the likes of Palou, Rossi, maybe Dixon. I don't know if he could really compete for a win, but he'll definitely be up there of contending for like a podium spot. But it's just heartbreaking there for Kyle Larson. But yeah, we'll literally talk about him more in my NASCAR video because, oh my God, he has had a horrible luck, I'll be honest. But luckily, he will get to attempt the Indy 500 again next year. So at least we get to see Kyle Larson again at the Indianapolis 500. Pretty sure with McLaren again as well. No one else really told me. Stingray Rob, he was leading laps in the Indy 500, which I never thought I would ever say, but he was leading laps. Graham Rahal from last in the grid to 15th, which is pretty good. Lundgaard is also pretty far back, so starting, and he finishes in 13th, which is also really good as well. And Callum Ilott, who I'm pretty sure had problems at the start of this race, finishes up in 11th. Very, very impressive there from Callum Ilott. And then for the top 30, in 21st place is Kiffin Simpson, followed by Augustine Canapino, and all the other drivers all these next drivers are retirements, which includes Colton Herta, Will Power, Marco Andretti, Ryan Hunter-Reay, Felix Rosenqvist, Linus Lundqvist, Catherine Legg, and Mark Armstrong, who are top 30. So Colton Herta first, he basically crashed on his own, spun out, and luckily it only really damaged the front wing. So the team was able to repair that car, and he was back on track for some laps, and I think retired in the last 5 laps, I'm pretty sure. So pretty unlucky there for Colton Herta, one of the favorites coming into this race. Will Power, he kind of lost power. He was very slow in this race. I mean, I think like the second caution, I don't know, there were a lot of cautions at the start of this race, but somewhere around there, he just lost it. So it was quite disappointing there for Will Power. And he also crashed out as well later, so pretty unlucky there for Will Power, 2018 Indy 500 winner. Marco Andretti, the Andretti curse continues. He crashed in turn 1. Nothing else he can really do, I'll be honest. He just got loose in the marbles and just slid up into the outside wall. Felix Rosenqvist, first Ryan Hunter-Reay. What the hell was Scott Dixon doing? On the backstretch, he just kind of just closed the door on him. Here's Hunter-Reay, here's Dixon, bonk. And then Hunter-Reay went onto the grass and swung out on himself. So unlucky there for Captain America, because he was running pretty well. Really decent for that type of equipment, which John Ryan Ball Racing / Cusick Motorsports. So unlucky there, I'll be honest, for Ryan Hunter-Reay. Felix Rosenqvist now, he lost an engine, and that really worried me. Because obviously Honda Power cars, I mean, they weren't that good, I'll be honest, in this race. And with Rosenqvist losing an engine with Honda was really concerning. I thought like the likes like Polo, he was going to struggle, Dixon was going to struggle, but no, they actually were really good. So at least the Honda drivers were able to battle it out with the Chevy drivers at the end of this race, which is good, because I was a bit worried. I thought it was just going to be a full-on bow tie top 10, but luckily it wasn't. So there was a couple Hondas in the top 10, which is a good sign. Catherine Legg, I think there was also an engine problem as well for her, but obviously I just skipped someone. So Linus Lundqvist crashed out, I'm pretty sure. A lot of these drivers crashed out, and maybe because of the red flag that was, I think, delayed the race by like 4 hours or something. It was quite a long time, and that might maybe caused it, but pretty unlucky there for Linus Lundqvist. He was pretty good in this race, and kind of just lost it, exiting out turn 1. And Mark Armstrong, who completed only 1 lap, I'm pretty sure, or maybe 10 laps, under safety car conditions after the first caution, pulled into pit lane, and there was another engine problem. So that really worried us. 3 Honda drivers with engine problems was really worrying. So, but luckily there was no more engine problems after that. And now for the 31st, 32nd, 33rd drivers, which includes Tom Blomqvist, Pietro Fittipaldi, and Mark Ericsson. All those 3 drivers collided on lap 1. To be fair, Tom Blomqvist, he did accept it was his mistake. He basically got a little too greedy down to the apron, I guess we'll say. Hit the grass, spun out, collected Mark Ericsson, collected Pietro Fittipaldi. We're pretty sure Fittipaldi got hit on the side, maybe by Scott Dixon, I believe. I'm not really too sure who hit him, but to be fair, Fittipaldi, he could have actually kept going if he didn't get hit again. But yeah, Mark Ericsson, he was very angry after that. He was just disappointed that he was also caught up in a wreck, and it was very early on. And Mark Ericsson, he had a horrendous month of May. I think the GP wasn't that good. Qualifying, he was almost bumped out. And at this race, he didn't complete a single lap. So, you have to feel for Mark Ericsson. From where he was in Chip Ganassi, he won the Indy 500 to now with Andretti Global, where he has struggled throughout this entire season. To be fair, yes, the guy that he's driving is basically Roman Grosjean's former team, but still, Mark Saracen, he is a very good driver. He can contend with wins, and with him to struggle this much with Andretti compared to Chip Ganassi is quite telling of where Andretti is compared to Chip Ganassi Racing. But there is your finishes for the Indy 500 of the next race, which will be at Detroit, which is going to be pretty interesting to watch. But I would not be covering any more Indy cars. I would just be covering just the Indy 500. Maybe I might cover the final race, which is at Nashville. I'm pretty sure the street race in Nashville. But we'll see. We'll see how the season really goes for the IndyCar series. So that's really bad for me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch you guys next time in the next one. Goodbye.